my Quest 3 course, I kind of expected just to have a classroom class. I did not expect to go out and have a community partner at all. Originally, I thought I was going to be in a classroom for 3 hours a week, study for it, and have a test. And when I learned that I was going to have to volunteer, I think our requirement was 10 hours at Oshkosh Area Community Pantry. I really expected it to be a bunch of people who, were your typical low-income families, a lot of kids, and it ended up not being that at all. It ended up being people who were just like me. One mistake and they ended up there. And I realized that it can happen to everyone. The biggest impact I had while I have been with my community partner through Quest 3, Oshkosh Area Community Pantry, was when I was in the kids' corner and Lydia had came over and her face was kind of red, and I was with some of the kids in the corner and I was explaining healthy choices. I got to teach a little bit, and she's like, "When you get a minute, Sam, can you come in and get me?" And I was like, "Sure." She looked a little worried, and I was like, "I know I'm not in trouble, so I don't know what's going on right now." So I went over by her, and I had said, "Oh, what's up, Lydia?" And she had said, she was kind of like frantic. She's like, "I don't know if you overheard us talking, but we have this couple here right now, and the wife needs her finger wrapped up." And I had said, "Okay." I had just talked to Lydia. I've been volunteering, I think, 3 other times before that. That I'm a pre-nursing major. I've been in the medical field since I was like 16. I enjoy it a lot. It's my passion. And when I went there and she wanted me to wrap up her finger, I was like, "It may not be pretty, but I can do my best." I've been trained on simple dressing changes, so I'm like, I can do my best. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. And I had asked to see her finger, and when I saw her finger, it was so surprising to me. I'd never seen anything like it in my years of working in healthcare. She had it completely torn off the skin to the point of where I could see definitely some tissue, ligaments was there, and I was questioning if I could see a bit of the bone. And she had said, "Yeah, unfortunately, they're gonna have to amputate it tomorrow." So she had to get her finger amputated, which I thought was only the beginning of the story. I thought that was it, and that's all she really had to tell me. In honesty, it was just the beginning of their story. So I had started wrapping up her finger, and as I was wrapping her finger up, she was falling asleep. She was falling asleep, and I said, "Hun, you look really tired. What's the matter? Like, is it that you were confused? Like, maybe I was considering maybe she needed emergency medical assistance." And then her husband had started to explain to me that they slept on the floor last night. And that really hit me deep. And it really hit me even deeper when he had said that he's battling with cancer and he has a 6% chance of living. And to see that personally one of my family members went through cancer and sleeping on the floor, going through cancer, it hit me deep. It was hard.
Really, it choked me out. No one fighting cancer should have to sleep on the floor, yet alone anyone should not have to sleep on the floor. So we had kind of sat there talking, and I was wrapping up her finger, and she was dozing off. Finally started to wake up a little bit more, and I had almost got done just wrapping it up, and then the husband had explained that their house burned down. I don't know if it was a couple months ago, and they've been living in and out of hotels and motels, and it was honestly one of the most shocking things to me. They don't have a bed, they didn't have any furniture, didn't have food. They were at their last resort. And then they had explained to me that they didn't know where the nearest emergency room was, that they were new to this area. And I had looked at the husband and said, "Sir, you're on chemo. You need to know where the nearest emergency room is." I remember with my family member fighting cancer, he would just have to go in because he was so dehydrated to get fluids pumped into him in the ER. And just for them not even to know where that was, it broke my heart. They found some pots and pans. I do believe they found furniture too for this family. And then they got them some food, which I was really excited to see. No one should have to go hungry, ever. And it was one of those eye-opening experiences of this can happen to anyone. They're normal people. And I actually decided to stay on volunteering through them. It's just so that was really my experience, way different from what I had thought. Again, I thought I was going to be in the classroom for 3 hours and take some tests, and that'd be it. I never thought that I would have to go out into the community and you hear stories of people going hungry, people being homeless, not being able to support their family because one bad thing happened to them. And it really made it real to me, and it exposed me to this happens.